Hi guys, and welcome back to Uncharted Science. As per usual, I'm Sam, and this is the first in a two-part series on how to win friends and influence people. So without any further ado, let's get straight to it. Moving to a new school, university or workplace can be incredibly difficult, but the following 5 tips should help you navigate the minefield that is making new friends. The first of these tips is that you should be open about your music taste. A study from the University of Utrecht in Holland on a group of young adolescents determined that children with similar music tastes to the rest of their cohorts were more likely to make friends. The reasoning for this is actually that having similar interests facilitates conversation about something other than how rubbish the weather is out, which can lead on to more personal conversations which can deepen and strengthen a friendship. So as much as it's cool to be a hipster, your avant-garde music taste may actually result in you being far more lonely than the rest of your peers. But if you're anything like Chad here, you probably deserve it. Leading on from this is something that I found quite surprising, but also something that I can relate to quite easily. A Swedish study found that, contrary to popular belief, students that play video games are actually 1.5 times more likely to make friends with another individual than someone that doesn't game. Now, there's one thing to note here, and that's that the gamers actually took far longer to make friends with other people. And there are 2 reasons for this. One of them is that people that are stereotypically nerdy or geeky often lack the confidence of the Chads of the world. And the other is that gaming isn't actually a visible interest. What I mean here is it may not influence your fashion sense or the way you hold yourself, whereas the influence of music or what sports team you support will often actively influence what you wear around campus. Moving away from your habits, what can you actually do when you meet someone to appear far more friendly? The first thing you can do is simply smile. The easiest way to form a relationship with someone is to communicate positive emotions as openly as possible, and there is no easier way to do this than smiling. There's then another added benefit to smiling, and that's that it releases endorphins which make you happier, and by being happier you're more bubbly, and when you're more bubbly, what are you going to do? You're going to openly show your positive emotions to other people, which makes them far more comfortable in your company and more willing to open up to you. Another thing you can do when you're with other people is not be afraid to get physical. In 80% of cases, humans can communicate their emotions through touch alone, but even better than that, giving someone a hug or a handshake gives you the perfect opportunity to get a whiff of a potential friend. Regardless of the fact that we're given the opportunity to be close enough for a sniff, a handshake allows us to subconsciously sample social chemo signals left on our hands after an interaction. Our final tip for today is my personal favourite, and that's that you need to go out and get a dog. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, because yes, dogs are often called man's best friend, but what if your dog could actually help you find your next best friend? A 2015 study in 3 major US cities, San Diego, Portland and Nashville, and Perth in Australia, showed that maybe that suggestion isn't actually that weird. Owners of pets in these 4 cities were shown to form far more friendships with their neighbours due to having pets, and then in the 3 cities in the United States, dogs were shown to be the best pet for catalysing new friendships. Pets act as a fantastic conversation starter and icebreaker, and even having a tortoise was shown to have a significant effect on reducing people's isolation. But to be honest though, if you take your tortoise for a walk around the block, you're probably going to be met with more confusion than anything else. Now we're showing you how you can make friends. In a few weeks' time, we're going to be exploring how you can influence people. I hope that you really enjoyed this video and you found it interesting. If there's any areas of your life that you're struggling with and you'd like some scientific tips on it, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. But most importantly, never forget that you are never truly alone. Even if that's just because there are about 10 trillion bacteria crawling all over you and lining all of your internal surfaces. And I assure you, they love you dearly. Peace out, guys.